Okay, so we finished up Blu-rays in the last video, and now we're moving on to DVDs. Of course, we already did the DVDs for all the Criterion releases, for the Woody Allen films, the Kurosawa films, Alfred Hitchcock films, Sergio Leone and Jean-Pierre Melville films. But other than that, we're going to get through all the rest of the DVDs we have. We're going to start with the TV. We have all 5 seasons of Angel. The first 2 seasons I have in these cheap sets that I got at sort of a budget price, and you know, they have all the same features and stuff. The cases are just a bit whatever, and the other 3 seasons in these really nice cases. I kind of wish I had them in all these, or even just the 5 season box set. I got these as they became available rather than waiting for one big set. The series got cancelled. Season 5, even though it had the highest ratings ever, I think it was a political move, as Joss Whedon had taken Buffy away from the network and gone elsewhere, and this was just a little bit of a payback or something, because the show was soaring to new heights. Season 1 and 2 are very patchy. Season 3 is a good season. Season 4 and 5 are excellent. There we have Battlestar Galactica, the original 1978 show. I did a video on this, and this is part of the Blood and Chrome video, which had a Battlestar Galactica overview. This is Galactica 1980, which continues on from this, despite what people might want you to believe. We have Beast Wars, Season 1, Season 2, and finally Season 3. This is a great show. This one here is pretty nice. It has little rip marks in the packaging. Really high level writing. Some of the computer graphics may look a little crude by today's standards compared to something like Transformers Prime, but the storytelling is more than enough to overcome. Really enjoyable stuff. After Beast Wars, they continued the story with Beast Machines. Really interesting show, a lot of interesting ideas. Not all of them pan out exactly as one might like, but you know, they definitely tried something new, and for the most part they were fairly successful. Great British show. We have Blackadder, the complete collector's set. This has all 4 seasons plus all of the one-off specials. Blackadder Back and Forth, the Cavalier Years, and the Christmas Carol, as well as all 4 seasons. Pretty cool little set. I believe these were remastered since this, but because they don't have the best look to them. Look like old British television, kind of like The Hobbit. But it's I'm quite happy with that set there. I don't think I'll be upgrading. Here's one of the greatest series of all time, made by the people who put out the old Doctor Who. I always preferred Blake 7. We have series 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now season 3 actually came with this little doozy, which is the Liberator ship model. It slipped into here and sat like this. But yeah, it's a great show. For those who don't know, it was set in a sort of dystopian future, with the whole galaxy mostly run by this fascist dictatorship, and Blake and his crew sort of running a really good ship, sort of like in revolution sort of to these characters. And in many ways Firefly was based on this series, and it's set up. Then we have Buffy season 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. unfortunately at the time, just because money was the way it was, I picked up seasons 3 and 4 in these split packages. They're just so cheap, so much cheaper than me getting the nice boxed ones. That's just the way it was at the time. This series, and also Angel, I would pick up on Blu-ray if they ever do it. There's some problems with that, as they'd have to, much like X-Files, which I've sold my X-Files box sets in anticipation of, and much like the Star Trek ones, which they actually have done the process of redoing the effects in high definition from scratch to and matching up with the film elements. This is what they would have to do with Buffy and Angel. So it does definitely has the following and the amount of and the sales figures for this to happen, but there's no word of that happening anytime soon. So they are some pretty dingy looking standard definition copies, as a lot of the episodes in both those shows happen at night. And then we have the Cosby Show. I've got a whole video on that, so I'll put that down in the description. And then we have my guilty pleasure, which is the classic show Dallas, which ran for 14 seasons. This is the first 2 seasons, and then it runs all the way through 14 seasons. Just such a great show, such great characters, and you know, it's why it was the biggest show on the planet for many years, and it had record-breaking episodes. Then of course we have the Dallas movie collection, which contains the prequel movie and the 2 reunion movies. The 2 reunion movies are ignored for the new series which started last year, when they are sort of the next generation of Dallas. They ignore the 2 reunion movies, and it just takes place after season 14. At the moment I'm watching season 2, which hasn't come out on DVD yet. These were not released on Blu-ray, only DVD. And season 2 is excellent as well, so they're doing a good job, much better job with the these revisited show than any other show that I can think of. Here we have the Extras box set. This is Ricky Gervais's follow-up to Office. I love the show just as much as The Office, maybe even more in some ways. Has the 2 seasons, the 2 6-episode seasons, plus the big feature-length special finale. It's just a great show. Freaks and Geeks complete series. This is a really great set. This is the set to get. A lot of cool features. This is Judd Apatow's series that launched a lot of careers, and it's from Shout Factory. It's still available. G.I. Joe Resolute. You know, one could only dream of getting a whole series of this show. This is like one 58-minute episode. It's really badass. And here we have MASH. The Martinis and Medicine collection has all 11 seasons, and the movie, which I'm not really much of a fan of the movie, but I love the show. It was probably my favourite show of all time. Watched the seasons through 3 or 4 times just on this alone, let alone all the times I rewatched it as a kid. So yeah, great show. Here is The Mask, for those who remember this MTV run animated show based on the Image comic. I have all the comics that this show is based on, and the show is really good, one of the best adaptations, really works. All 13 episodes, the classic show, Ricky Gervais's original, The Office, you know, has been made all over the world in different countries, including America, but nothing has captured the brilliance of The Office, season 1 and 2, and the Christmas specials. So, great show. Okay, so on shelf 10 here we have all 9 seasons of Seinfeld, season 1 and 2 in the first set. Season 1 being only, I think it was only 4 or 6 episodes long, and the remaining 12 or 14 episodes, whatever it is, of season 2. And then we have full seasons all the way up to season 9. You know, what can we say of Seinfeld? Along with MASH, it's probably the greatest show of all time. Just so endlessly entertaining. Here's a little show that maybe not all of you are aware of. It's Edgar Wright, the director of Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and Scott Pilgrim vs. the World's original sitcom starring Simon Pegg and Nick Frost, who are famous from Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz, etc. It's full of sci-fi references, and it's just a great little, such a weird, great show. We have we have both seasons here, and some great bonuses. You have his commentaries just from fans like Quentin Tarantino and Kevin Smith, and Diablo Cody, Patton Oswalt, as well as commentaries from the makers and stars, all sorts of featurettes, outtakes, and just such a great show. This is the one to get, which is the American version, which has the extra commentaries that the British one didn't have. But yeah, great show. Here's the fan favorite Clone Wars adaptation, season 1 and 2 of the guy who did Samurai Jack, Genndy Tartakovsky. Really well done. So enjoyable to watch. The Matrix of Leadership box set of the original G1 Transformers. There's been plenty of different videos made of the innards of this bad boy, but it has all the seasons and this beautiful packaging. I actually prefer the look of the one straight from the film elements that I think it was Rhino did. But those had lots of errors in them. These ones have the errors fixed, and but don't look quite as good because they're from master tapes rather than the original film elements. Same thing with Gem, happened with between Rhino and Shout Factory. But this is the set I like to have on my wall. And we have Transformers, the movie, the reconstruction. I just keep it there with the television stuff. I have the other 20th anniversary special edition, which we'll see a bit later when we go through the movie DVDs. This one reconstructed it, sort of opening up the matting and gave you more image, but they really kind of bungled the sound on this one. And the sound it sounds weird. It sounds like it's breaking up sometimes when it gets loud. Transformers animated. Last but not least, we have the X-Men 90s series. Such a wonderful show from the 90s. This is a really nice set. Comes this flipper book. This is the way they should do them. All the episodes listed there. 2 discs in each open book here, all with lovely covers. There's some more information behind these discs, and great artwork. This is my favourite. The Ultimate Collection here is my favourite of the releases of this.